Hello, everybody. My name is Dio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from Flight Club every weekend here, Saturday on Gold Squadron. We are bringing you 3 commentated games with different themes in our favorite game of X-Wing. My co-host for today is...
Hi, I'm Bartosz.
Where are you from, Bartosz?
Well, I'm from Poland, but yeah, I'm from Poland, period, Warsaw.
Warsaw, Poland, an awesome X-Wing player, and I'm super excited to hear his insight into this games. Let's go ahead and start by breaking down those lists.
Okay, I've been going around. I mean, they haven't removed the rollers, so we may remove them. But going through the lists, I was excited to see the rules before today's games, and I was wondering what will show up. Especially, I know one of the players quite good, Eldred. He's French captain in ETC.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, to be honest, I was expecting. I knew I'll see Luminara because she's out to pick for this.
Mm-hmm.
I was debating which Naboo fighter he'll pick, and having Luminara, I was hoping to see Padme here. She is the combo between Luminara and Padme is amazing. It can just shut down the entire list just like that. And I was hoping to see. I never know how to pronounce it. Saisi.
Saisi Tin.
The one that can alter your dials. This is just very powerful. And even in the format we're having right here, so when you switch initiative between rounds, it would be amazing, powerful tool to get better blocks, or to get amazing escapes. So, but let's see how this will. I mean, he obviously chose more offensive approach with Anakin Skywalker with passive senses and proton torps. That's I mean, maybe if he instead of Crackshot would have intimidation like Marcel did, that would be funnier. But I like the list, although I like Isaac's list even more because I mean,
before you hit that one really quickly. A reminder to a couple of people. So I'm going to read you guys the list building rules because there's more than one twist here. Okay, so it's Battle for the Republic. All matchups will be between the Republic and Separatists. You can only use pilots in the assigned range of initiative for your list. Bidding does not matter because first player will be passed each round. They rolled for the initial initiative, and it was Isaiah. So he was first player this turn. Next turn, Nicolas is going to be first player. That will be continuing to flip a completely different way to play the game, this one function, but I think it'll add a little bit of spice, and we'll see how that shakes out. Go ahead and let me know about Isaiah's lists.
So basically he has all the great Hyena pilots, like the 404, the auto pick with proton torps. I mean, getting that dead shot range 1 is something I'll be waiting for, and it combos very well with 32C. So basically, and with Kraken, I see half of his list flying with calculation tokens. I'm really happy we'll see Nantex. I really like Nantexes, and since they've been nerfed, I haven't seen them for a long time. So seeing Cherry with Ensnare, that would be very powerful, although I think Nicolas did amazing job of spreading the only rocks in the list. So first of all, he limited the struts on all the drones, and second of all, he limited the use of Cherry's ability. Although proper use of it will melt one ship basically. I mean, tractoring, Cherry is unbumpable with his semi okay action. I mean, with rotating turret and passing the tractor token. So it can just be any of those ships from Republic can be melted in one turn after being tractored. So let's see how it works.
Yeah, I'd be worried about that too. He has a lot of weapons there. Looking at the approach for Isaiah, he has arcs all over the place, as opposed to Nicolas, who's all pointed in one direction. Of course, he can change directions pretty easy with the maneuverability on those ships.
Well, double repositions on deltas is amazing as well, and Anakin's pre-movement barrel is strong as well. So he can switch and bait at any point. He can just one hard and then barrel or boost at any point. But I think with Isaiah's list, I think he needs to get to Republic as soon as possible and get into knife fight, because I mean, both lists are pretty good at knife fighting, but I really think, considering advanced proton torpedoes, Discord missiles, and obviously the tractor possibilities, I think he needs to close the distance as soon as possible, and this will also shut down Anakin in a way, because he won't have an opportunity to put proton torps into any of those ships. I mean, they don't have shields, so proton torps are really, really powerful.
Absolutely. You just got to rip off one of them, and then you're going directly into that hull. Now, for anybody who's watching at home, you can start your betting now. ! Bet. Number of points. Pick the player, 1 or 2, and then the number of points after that. Now, I'm curious to see how aggressive Isaiah is going to be, because right now his opening seems pretty slow. He put that Separatist drone onto the debris to start with. I'm curious to know if he's just going to kind of hang out there in the corner, or is he going to try to draw him in?
Well, I think he positioned his turrets, like I called them. I mean, you have 2 Strat drones on that debris field. Although that limits his moves for next rounds, because the only way to get off that debris field is with 2 straight. And the real power in this list is basically those 2 hyenas and Chertek, because Discords won't play much of a role in this, I would say, because all of those ships have bar rolls. So it will be really, really hard to stick those Discord missiles on them. So, like I said, I really don't like the rock placement from Separatists' perspective, because it limits their options, especially both for struts and tractors. But I'm waiting for that highness synergy, because, well, you have linked barrel into target lock. So basically, I expect 404 doing. Keeping 1 calculate token from Kraken, and then the 32C spending its calculation for barrel and target lock on coordination, and then unleashing that 5 dice advanced proton torpedoes and deleting 1 ships off the board.
Yeah, we'll see if he lets him do it. That's always going to be the question. Now, for anybody who's wondering, this is an ace level matchup. So these players are definitely on that extra level. We'll see how they strategize, how they approach. I know one of the things I'm worried about is just the positioning of Chertek and the flexibility of the Aether Sprites, especially that. We could end up in a situation where all the Jedi have Chertek at range 3, and he ends up dying or losing most of his health before he gets to do anything.
It depends on Isaiah, because if he'll do something unwise like tractor himself at range 3, then yes, we have a problem. But which he's doing right now. Okay, so first player is no, but the first player is with Nicolas right now, so there's nothing to worry about. But if he'll do something like that in further turns where he doesn't know where the Jedis are, that may cause him to die, because he'll be... I mean, he has... I always called Nantex's basically TIE fighters on steroids.
Right.
Because they have 4 HP and 3 green dice, and except and there's that bullseye arc and the tractor mechanics. Okay, this is interesting. He is moving one of the drones off the debris field, so that means that he doesn't have to do 2 straight anymore. That's pretty smart.
Cheeky. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interaction with struts being able to essentially disable that 2 straight requirement by getting it off the debris is really, really strong. Can also be done if you just barrel roll yourself off of it. It takes away that restriction as well. But looks like Isaiah is done moving. And for anybody who's just tuning in, we have initiative. This is the initiative 3 and 4 battle. The battle for the Republic. Right now, first player was with the red player, and that will be switching since now we don't have any valid targets for this round. So now first player moves to Isaiah. Also, I do think there's a couple of minutes left in the betting. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do we have to remind them about cards? Because like Luminara has Chopper on the wrong side. It's already flipped. Or did she use it?
Yeah, both charges are spent.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
So maybe that was on purpose. She wants to... Okay.
Just wants to have the jamming out there.
Yeah, this is why this explains all the target locks on the debris, because I was wondering, like, why is there a jam in Republic's list? So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I totally missed it. So I expect Chertek to go 3 hard left. I mean, who has first player right now? Okay, Isaiah. So this is a good timing for Nicolas to run away from Chertek's tractor shenanigans. I mean, the switching initiative will be a major factor in this game. Not only a fun twist.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I wanted it to matter, so especially with the initiatives being so close. What I didn't want to encourage in the list building phase, somebody just bringing, I'm just going to bring the highest initiative with a bid, and that will be an advantage. I didn't want a bid to be an advantage. The only thing it would do is move the move the points around a little bit, but not necessarily, I don't want anybody relying on being able to be the arc dodger, essentially. So that's why I built that.
Yeah, makes sense.
And depending on how points go, and there's a lot of things up in the air. If those of you who have been paying attention to our podcast and the news out there, we're supposed to get some type of update this upcoming week from FFG. Not entirely sure what that update is. They actually aren't explicitly saying points anymore. They've been saying hyperspace update, so we'll see. There's supposed to be some reveals, but if we don't get updated points in extended, for instance, we will continue this format, but we'll do a the Resistance versus First Order, and we'll do an Empire versus Rebel Day. Same thing, scaling that initiative and being able to just to see more of the faction. And I think that's the other reason for this format, is to be able to feature ships specifically pilots that we don't necessarily see all the time?
Well, this is a great opportunity to actually, because very often there are hidden gems. I mean, there are great list builders, great pilots that have the ability to, to get out of comfort zone. Because I find it getting out of comfort zone. I mean, especially before a tournament or something, when you're building a list, it's sometimes like, oh, there's this nice pilot I actually do, but the meta list is blah 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 plus blah blah blah. So I'm not picking that because it's not a meta pick, and I know this works, and I'm not sure, so I don't want to risk it. So basically, risking those funny pilots or new pilots is getting outside your comfort zone, and trying them live. So, I mean, games like that, where you're forced kind of into a limited range of pilots, this is where hidden gems can be found. I mean, it's basically this is how Baby Anakin with Advanced Proton Torps and Intimidation came up, because Marcel came up with the idea, and as we all know, he is a great list builder. So.
Yeah, there's some people said in the chat that we didn't see any of the initiative for unique torrents for the Republic. But I mean, when you compare it to the Jedi, I don't think Nicolas could really argue bringing those torrents over the Jedi.
Oh, I honestly need to look up limited PS4 torrent, because I don't really remember any of them.
Yeah, they exist. I promise you they exist.
Oh, I know they exist. There is... Wait, no. Okay, so there's an axe, a swoop, kickback. Oddball is 5. Okay, so kickback, no. Axe, maybe. Okay, swoop may have its advantages, but yeah, still Jedi's is no brainer. Okay, let's see. Like I said, I think I would slow roll with Chertek this turn, because you want to have your tractor passing ship moving last, obviously. So I think I would keep him safe, and do something like 3 bank maybe, and then 3 hard next turn. Because 3 harding right now will just let Nicolas set up and avoid the tractor.
All right, let's see. Went too forward there. Keeping it nice and casual. Staying still on that vulture.
Okay, so Isaiah wants to play around at the debris field, obviously.
Well, I believe the hyenas have struts as well. I think that might be one of the reasons why he's thinking of like messing around with it.
Yeah, but so 3 of okay. I do not necessarily agree with that runaway, but never mind.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so Chertek is kind of slow rolling, but now you don't want. I don't think you want to tractor right now, because then you'll put your mobile arc in the site where you don't want to have it this turn. You want to have it on the right side for next turn setup, basically, I would say, because you cannot rotate the arc on the same place. You have to actually move it somewhere else. So tractoring right now would make it more complicated for next turns, I would say.
Yeah, one of the that's definitely one of the big challenges with the Nantex is you got to think a couple turns ahead when you're doing those tractors and where you put it. It's not inconsequential, because I know when practicing with it, I have found myself in situations realizing, wait, I should not have tractored myself this turn because of this situation, or I thought I might barely have a range 3 shot, I didn't, and then the following turn I had to then rotate my arc away from where it would have been better, or my maneuver became less advantageous. The Nantex I do find to be a very interesting ship. It's all about finding that balance in the game. Right now I think it's too expensive overall for it to see play, but I think it'll find a sweet spot eventually.
In like 2 points changes, maybe. But I wouldn't put that tractor mechanic thinking into a challenge box. It's more of an minor inconvenience. I mean, you get used to it in like 2 or 3 games, thinking ahead. Where do I want to have my mobile arc? And right now, I don't see them as playable ships, period. I mean, like you mentioned, they're too expensive. I think they pushed the ensnare cost too high, especially considering the new tractor mechanics, where you can rotate your ship if opponent is tractoring it and actually moving it. But I know why it happened. I mean, I remember the massive rage after they initially came out, and there was this 3-headed monster where you could play Grievous, Chertag, and Sunfuck, and that was just. I mean, I brought 2 lists to Worlds, and I basically flown Chertag, Sunfag, and Grievous for a long time before Worlds, and I was considering playing it. Like, yes, I think this is just disgusting to play it because most of the games looked like I'm moving my ships, I'm tractoring my ships, then you're moving your ships, then I'm moving your ships, and then you're removing your ships off the table. It was like it was basically the definition of negative player experience.
Yep, I remember that Worlds. I remember.
It was just stupid. Yeah.
As for the challenge part, I'm just gonna say that you're just a smarter guy than me, because I've played the Nantex. I'd say I've maybe played it about 10 to 12 times, and I know for me, I still need to double check. I consider it a challenge thinking about that arc. So if you're super smart like Bartosz, you got it. If you're a normal person like me, maybe it's a little more challenging.
No,
I still find it challenging.
Dean, I still think it's because you fly a lot of different lists, and you try a lot of different things, and it's when I'm saying you get used to it, it's like when you hard play one list or one ship, and you put some games only, you focus only on practicing one list, and then you kind of get used to it after a couple of games. But still, you can brain fart, and then you're like, oh crap, I shouldn't have done it.
Real quick here, agreed. Right here, you see Chopper, or C110P. We're going to be calling it a Chopper. Going off there, you have to jam somebody after executing a maneuver. The jam was given to Barris, which broke the lock that Barris had on to onto that Jedi ship there. Matt Carey, thank you for your subscription. So that might come into play, being able to get rid of some of these calculates here in the future. Oh, all right. Going to go for the boost, getting aggressive.
Well, there's not much he can be afraid of. I mean, he will get 2 drone shots. That's it. And range 3 Chertag side arc. I mean, this is mainly why I don't like the hyena's movement right now, because red, it'll take her 2 turns to turn around. Yellow has to do, I think they have sloop, I believe.
Yep.
Or talon roll.
And I have to call it out right here. I believe Mace and Luminar both have CLT lined up, so we might see some damage here.
Yeah, so this game may end up very quickly, because I honestly think that the brown drone may evaporate this turn. I mean, the green one will have range 1 shot into Luminara. Question is, does she want to take it? Because that'll mean that this will be 1 green die separatist drone after Chertek will move its tractor beam.
Agreed. Everybody at home, I realized I need to set up a command for you guys to be able to look up the Flight Club rules. I'll go ahead and paste the rules here for this week, and if one of the mods can just grab it on their clipboard, and when people ask, and go ahead and paste it in, I'll get a command made this week where we can have like a running list of what we've done. So Isaiah's here to start combat.
Yeah, that's a good point that Nathan just said, that he can barrel out of bullseyes.
And he is doing that. He's barreling him to the right. So he's gotten out of both bullseyes. But he's still going to be getting a couple of shots into him.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to launch a Discord missile as well. Yes, Discord missile coming in. That's
a nice play.
Yeah, probably going to Luminara, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Has to, because it what just I like TTS mechanics sometimes. It's so random. Happened again. Where's the Terrylock? Oh, it's floating in the air.
I'm gonna turn down the gravity.
Well, yeah. What just happened is it was a very nice example of combos and synergy from that separatist list. So there will be at least 1 shield lost from Luminara, and I am curious on the follow-up. So there will be 2 more range 2 shots. And Chertek can set up nicely, although, like we said before, his arc is not really in the spot he wants to be.
Right.
At least for me.
All right, so we are in engagement. Isaiah is the first player. So he's debating, I think, launching the other Discord, from what I can hear at the table. But it is time to shoot.
I mean, launching green Discord would be wishful thinking a bit. It would land on that gas cloud number 4.
Agreed.
And
right.
It will be easily avoided. So let's see how it goes.
All right, and the tractor is not going to be moved.
No, it has to be done at the end of activation phase. So before, before the Discord.
He's going to go ahead and check the side arc. And he does have range, which means Luminar would be able to shoot at him if he wants to with that tractor. We'll see. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Sorry, 2-on-3 because of range 3. Sorry, 4 because they're CLT Jedi. not 7B. Went through all the numbers there. And he's going to go ahead and spend the focus for 2.
Yeah, why not? And that's a save.
He's got it.
I mean, this turn will be more like, you know, shooting a BB gun at the mosquitoes, in a way, because there will be 2 dice shots, I think, coming into Luminara.
So I wonder if Barris has range. He can Barris can shoot the buzz droids off before they do their thing, right?
Well, he can obviously try. Question is, will Nicolas think about that?
All right,
because
Mace
he
is
may
up.
Forget. Yeah.
So he's looking at his options.
I mean, that green hyena looks so tempting, but I would still go into brown. Yeah.
Yep, he's going at the brown droid.
I mean, you have to maximize it. Yeah, you have to maximize the damage, and the brown drone will just mess up your ranks next turn.
And he's gonna go ahead and spend the lock to re-roll both of those. And he got 2.
But no focus.
No focuses. He can spend the not the calculates, the force. Probably won't though. Oh, he's choosing violence. He's going for it. And got the natties.
That was a bit greedy, don't you think?
Just a little bit. But you know what? Sometimes you're just going for the glory.
Sure. Makes sense.
All right. Luminara looking at her options now. Everything
Right
has
now,
calculate out there, so there's nothing really advantageous. You got to take a shot. Pick your mark.
I think I would go into yellow right now, because you did no damage into brown.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would, because you have CLT lined up. I think I would go into yellow. Especially because shooting brown won't change anything. Yeah, exactly. Because shooting brown won't change anything right now. I mean, it'll be 2v2, and you have gazillion calculates around, so you know it has full mods, and there's not a chance. Okay, so 3 hits. She has to spend that focus right now.
Yep,
yeah,
3. So this is going into yellow.
Yep.
And can calculate no damage this turn. No damage.
Yeah. Well, that was expected. I mean, considering the calculate Fiesta laying around on the table.
That's true. And now the question is, can Isaiah take advantage of the fact that no damage was done? Let's see. Going into Luminara, and notice he did not shoot with Barris the buzz droid.
Yeah.
Something that most people don't think about.
Yeah, this is it's something you just forget.
Yep. Well,
and
ooh.
Luminara has to spend
Use the force.
Yep. Yeah, she has to, because otherwise the crit will go through. So this is important shot right now.
Yes.
This is where Isaiah can put real pain
That's right. If he can do the shield here, he can get a crit. Ooh, all right. You got 2 crits already. No modifiers, and okay. He's taking the shield plus the crit from the Discord.
Not shooting Discord missiles with Barris will, yeah.
Let's find out what those, what that card is here. It is a fuel leak. So,
okay, so
fuel leak, it says after you suffer a crit, you suffer 1 damage and repair this card. So potential extra damage off of 1 more crit. Now, Bartosz, something we got to say here is if Luminara gets blocked next turn, she will die. She will be dead.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
because the Discord missile.
Yes. Yeah. I was going to say that this round was okay. It happened. Luminara is half dead. So the follow up. I mean, so this is what I was saying. If those hyenas would be pointing the other way, oh, that would be dead Luminara. Basically.
Oh, for sure.
And a better follow up, I would say, because right now, red will just rotate left. 32C will probably do a Talon roll. I forgot its style. I need to double check it in the internets.
No worries.
Yeah, it has Talon roll on 2 and Koyogram on 2. So I think, yeah, okay. So I expect Koyo. Or maybe 2 Talon roll. No, 2 Talon roll will fit as well.
Just a reminder out there, Kraken is on 32C, which is why those calculates are staying on the board. He can keep up to 3 of them. Now, Bartosz, I have to step away for a second. I hear my daughter yelling, and for me, so I got to go check on her, okay? I'll be right back.
No worries, I'll try to take over. I really expect Luminara to do 5 straight right now because she cannot risk being bumped. And those 2 separatist drones are just waiting for that bump. Anakin will probably get his torpedoes this turn as well. But it's obviously it's upper hand for Isaiah because Chertek will move last right now. So there is a chance to pass the tractor beam where he wants, although where his arc is pointing is not really what he wanted, I think. So let's see where they'll go. Yeah, Dion is a super dad. Fortunately, my son is asleep, and if he'll wake up, I won't be the one running to him. Yeah, Chertek is not really in a good spot. I thought I've heard squeaky door. So Dion may be coming back.
I am back.
Yeah, so you need to invest
everything
in
was safe.
Yeah, you need to invest in WD-40. I don't know if you have that in States.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
one thing at a time.
Okay.
Everything was fine. She was calling me to let me know that she was done eating. So what was Chertek doing?
We were just saying together with the chat that he's not really in a good spot. With that arc positioning, there's not much he can do. And he doesn't really want to tractor this turn as well because of the next turn's arc positioning, and possibly there is proton torpedoes incoming this turn because Fanakin is exactly in a spot where he wants to be to release those torpedoes. I'm just wondering what Luminara will do. I'm expecting 5 straight. That would make sense. And Mace will try to do as much damage as possible. As a follow-up. What do you think?
Sorry, I was having to mod the chat a little bit. Let's see, where is Mace right now? So Mace is in the middle. I think Luminar is gonna. So, a couple of things. I think Luminar is gonna get away pretty easily, mostly because without doing anything really weird, I think Luminar is her 5 straight clear of that rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she should be able to get out pretty easy. Outside of the hyenas, do they have talent rolls?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so that might be an option for Isaiah.
Well, Red cannot do talent roll.
Yes,
Red has to do
the rotate.
Red has to do rotation 90 degrees left or right. So it'll take her another round to get back. Talon rolling with yellow one left is a bit risky. It'll fit, I think, but it's risky. I would do 2 choreogram. I think I would turn to the sideboard with the brown drone. Someone's playing with.
That's me. That was me. I couldn't see the debris on the camera, so I was changing it.
Okay. So actually, the open way for Luminara, which is 5 straight, there is a chance that she'll just bump right into 32C. Especially, she'll have to do a barrel roll right, and then either take defensive green token or just boost. So let's see.
All right, I think Nicolas is close. Again, thank you everybody who's joining us today. You are watching Gold Squadron Flight Club. I know some people had been asking me about any updates on the Twitch partnership. We do have an update. It's not great, but we have some next steps to take. We'll talk about it in the break between matches. All right, I think they're ready to go. Double checking maneuvers. Nicolas is the first player. Again, reminder, the initiative does shift.
Yeah, and this is exactly why Luminara may not be safe, because Isaiah moving second, that 404 may just rotate right. If the dial is... I mean, Nicolas may not know that, but if Luminara will go very fast with 4 straight, 5 straight. Oh, okay. So
it looks like he took a 2-turn.
If there's a barrel. Okay, so just calculate without barrel.
All right, another turn there.
Oh, there's some discussion going on that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, so they were just asking about the jam question. Like who chooses what to get jammed. So I was just letting them know. And we did get a talent roll.
Yep.
And it's going to be a red maneuver there for 32C.
It's important that Hyena has that calculation from Kraken, because it still matters for that coordination. Okay, we have 5 straight.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that moves.
No.
Jam happens first.
What's the... Oh, jump. Yeah, I was about to check it. So
he's trying to figure out if he jams that red one.
Jamming red one makes no sense.
Yeah, that might be his only choice, depending on the range.
I think blue is... yellow is in range as well. Yeah, easily. So I would jam... Oh, there's... target lock missing, I guess. Okay, I guess they agreed that 32C took target lock on that debris as well.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense, because otherwise... I would still jam... Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yellow.
he can get yellow. He can get yellow.
Yeah, and I would jam that calculate off of him.
Agreed.
Because then you block coordination, so that's big. Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, there it is. Taking the calculate. Smart move there from Nicolas. Taking away a lot of the flexibility there of the coordination for Isaiah. So I wonder how he's going to get rid of those discords. He can do a boost barrel roll or barrel roll boost.
He has to do barrel roll boost. No, he doesn't. He may do boost barrel. But I think I would...
I think the boost barrel roll gets you out of the arc. And leaves you without the discords.
Barrel rolling and boosting will do the same thing.
It'll get you out of yellow too?
You'll be in... Yes, because you'll be right here. Yeah.
I'd be afraid at the back of the ship. So it sounds like Nicolas is deciding to just barrel roll with the action and hold on to the force.
Okay. Well, it's unmodded 2-dice shot.
Mace. Bumps.
Well, yeah. That was expected.
Now, just a reminder, players out there, you can barrel roll off of the buzz droids. It's a good strategy if you got barrel rolling ships. That's why ships who can't barrel roll are very sad when playing against Discord missiles. And this is the other reason why you don't place Discords, if possible, behind somebody, because you can just leave them behind. Always in the front.
I have huge problems hearing you, Dion.
You're having problems hearing me? You said I was cutting off, sure. Bartosz?
I'm losing you. Yeah. On Discord.
You're having trouble hearing me on Discord?
Yeah. No, it's fine now. All
right, cool. I was also coughing. I moved the microphone away from my mouth. That might have been it.
No, it sounded like Terminator or something.
The Terminator. All right, so we got a barrel roll there from Anakin. 3 straight. Take the evade from the Naboo, and then taking that passive sensors to see what he can set up there. All right, Isaiah's gets to respond now.
Okay, so no chair tech. So I still don't see chair tech or the or the red hyena in game.
Yeah, I agree. He spent so much time, running away. Not running away, but, I think he was trying to position and hoping that Nicolas would come in more aggressive in order to go inside of a net. But Nicolas approached very carefully and did not pursue Chertek that hard.
Well, there was no point, and I don't think Anakin should shoot torps this turn. I mean, getting that target lock is nice, but I don't see shooting torps this turn effective in any way, because it'll be through a debris cloud, and basically target lock will be the only mod. So 3 hits versus 3 green dice into green with auto evade from blank and so many calculations. I don't see it making sense, because it's statistically it's 3 hits versus 3 evades. Because you use on 3 dice you roll blank, focus, evade. So 1 evade from gas cloud, 1 from calculate. So it's just a waste of torpedo.
Alrighty.
Again, I don't know if I agree with that. What Isaiah is doing right now, because he is moving his arc again, and I honestly think he needs to turn in right now. So having that that tractor on the right side again will limit his options.
All right, Barris is up.
And has bullseye.
Oh, actually, they're going to go back. They got excited there.
Yeah.
Discord coming out here.
Yeah, Mace is eating 1.
And it does land. And that's going to be placed behind Mace. That's a crit.
That kind of saves Mace's next turn because of position of attachment of the Bastroids, of the Discords, because he won't overlap them next turn.
All right. So now Nicolas has to decide whether he wants to spend his force.
Who's shooting though? Sorry, I missed it. Is it Baris or?
Yeah, this is Barris.
So 1 crit going through.
1 crit going into the green vulture here, and that is a blinded pilot, unable to alter. Yep. Those offensive dice. Mace going at green. See if he can take that vulture off the table this turn.
No heroic.
Not today.
So who's left? Anakin is left right now because yeah.
All right, Anakin's got some options here. He actually has 404.
Yeah, but I don't think.
But it's not an arc though. It's in range, but not an arc.
Yeah, it may be an arc actually. Like. More, no, not a chance. Okay, so he'll probably fire those torpedoes right now. Okay. I don't like the chances, but
he gets a try. Here we go.
Like you said, sometimes you just have to take them. Oh, okay. So
that's it's gonna spend a lot.
He'll get a fourth. No.
Triple crits
So
coming in. Oh! Blank.
Okay.
Well, one's a cloud.
Still dead.
Super duper dead. So that drone taken off the table there, and that puts Nicolas at 26 to 27 right now, still behind by 1 point. Anybody who's joining us today, thank you so much. You're watching Gold Squadron Flight Club. Stick around during the break. We're going to talk about a giveaway we're doing today, as well as our update on our Twitch partnership goals. We didn't get it. That's a short answer, but we do have next steps, so that's good. All right, Mace is in the bullseye of 32C.
He's going to Luminara.
Going into Luminara.
Oh,
hit crit.
And Lumi lives.
Spend the force. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just need a little bit of luck.
I mean, if we would see the two blanks, Luminara would be dead with that fuel leak online. How much time do we have left? It's 18 minutes. After initial approach, I was honestly thinking that it'll be a quick bloodbath. But it's...
So now, Bartosz, right now, the margin of this game is very tight. What do you think... Let's go through each of the players, their win conditions, and their options here. What do you think Nicolas should be focusing on? What should he be focusing on getting off the table? And what do you think Isaiah needs to do to hold on to his lead and maybe add a little bit to it?
I honestly think that he needs to put Chertek off the table. This is his win condition, because this is a ship that holds a lot of points. They're 18 minutes ahead, so that's not much time. So I think killing Chertek is the fastest way to win. Getting one of the hyenas off the table may be hard because they're tough. They have 5 HP, and you'd have to really commit into killing one of them. So Chertek is a win condition for Nicolas. And he is not in a bad spot to do it, especially with getting that drone off the table. DBS 404 may be a real threat because him putting 6 dice into anything will hurt. And Isaiah's is just to keep his game open, I would say. I mean, he needs to threaten all angles. So, I mean, DBS 404 is a clutch here. So, unleashing that advanced proton torpedoes will be a massive factor in this game. If he'll manage to do it, I would say that to make his win real, to fortify his win, he needs to unleash those advanced proton torpedoes or kill Luminara, one of those. I mean, it may be the factor on doing this may be the same because he may kill Luminara with advanced proton torpedoes, but killing Luminara will win him the game, I would say, unless something strange happens.
Agree.
And
I mean, we have
Isaiah
15 minutes. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I was saying that Isaiah right now has everything he needs to win the game. He just needs to, you know, to not to make a mistake, and it's his game to lose. So, yeah, that was my final comment, I think, on that.
All right. Well, we have 14 minutes and change left here on the clock. I want to see, Yeah, one of the things also is Isaiah. He basically has had not Sunfac, Chertek completely out of the fight the whole game. If he can make that gun matter, that could honestly just solidify it. But of course, if Mace Luminara, Mace Barris and Anakin just bear down on Chertek, Isaiah could be out 54 points very, very quickly.
Yes. And you're reading my mind, basically, because I was just... So, first of all, the word I was looking before was solidify. And second of all, Chertek is of... I mean, both Hyenas and Chertek, except their abilities, did not matter in this game. They haven't shot a single time, except the yellow one shooting last turn. So everything that happened this game was done by those drones, which is funny. But if like I said in the beginning, if he wouldn't turn away, I think the game would be over like 3 turns ago.
All right, looks like we have a talent roll here from that first drone, just trying to get that gun relevant. In this turn, we probably have this one and one more after, I would guess, looking at our current pacing. Takes a stress, next ship is up. 32C is going to be making a move here. Going past 404, sorry, it's 404, no, it is 32C, excuse me. 32C jumping up over 404, has the landing strut, so no big deal, is able to take the calculate, and it's going to have to stay on that debris.
I'm really curious about Luminara. She can do one hard, risk those buzz droids, and then just barrel off of them. And this way avoids all the arcs. I'm wondering if Nicolas went for force region on Mace to do some red maneuver, but I wouldn't risk it. So I think he'll just be in runaway mode. So he will bank one of the ways. And right now Isaiah can position himself very nicely to set that advanced proton torpedo shot with the hyena combo. So
yeah, agreed. Yeah, he's got both those arcs facing the same way now.
I mean, the clutch is the ability of 32C, and barrel into target lock from 404. So I think this will be really important. If Nicolas will forget about barrel into target lock with that coordination, then he may just lose the ship or points. So this will be the most important part. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that he's putting that target lock on Mace, because he won't be able to do another target lock.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah, he won't be able to use that linked action. You can only do a single action each turn. Or sorry, you can only do an action one time a turn. So by doing it, he's lost the flexibility, like you said, from the possibility of barrel roll target lock.
Yeah, he's not so so dangerous anymore. Okay, so now Chertek is trying to get a nice tractor onto Anakin, I think.
All right, rotating the arc forward.
Fun fact is, I would keep it straight, but forward.
Yeah, that's where that's what he did.
But no, he rotated it to the side.
Oh, he turned it to the side. You're right.
Oh, okay.
No,
Now
he said that's
it.
what he said. He said forward, and he went too far.
Okay. Okay. That is not the best spot for Mace to be.
Yeah.
Mace is eating
6 dice.
That Luminara is not a problem.
Oh no, that wasn't my reaction. My reaction was to Mace. I was working on the chat, and then I looked up and saw Mace. I'm like, oh my god. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Bank would be safe because with a. I'm thinking I still think Mace would be okay with barrel and boosting away.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I think he's gone. I honestly think he's gone. He's going to eat 3 range 1 shot.
Agreed. And, it's going to be 48 points. And is there any way for him to get back 48? I mean, I guess if you in return also take out 32C, has to be 32C or Chertek, but that's going to have to be the trade there.
Like I said, victory condition for Nicolas is to take down Chertek. I cannot see it any other way. And I don't see it happening. I mean, Anakin can try if he slow rolled, he can barrel left and and just blindside Chertek. But I'm wondering if he read it.
All right, so he's going to go ahead and barrel roll with Luminara to avoid the the fuel leak death there from the buzz droid. Bear is coming in aggressive. I think honestly, Bartosz, I think his plan is to try to kill 32C. Because if you trade there, Nicolas wins. Bear rolling to the right. That is the plan. Okay. 32C. 32C is the money. He's just going to go ahead and straight target lock onto 32C.
I'm just checking one thing.
Yeah, no passive there, by the way. That was a target lock. And Chertek doesn't have anybody to pass that tractor to.
Well, there will be another round, so just that trade-off. I mean, they may PS kill 32C.
That's very true.
Because they're all PS4s. So.
All right, Isaiah is first player, so he gets to make some decisions first.
Yeah, I think he's wondering whether Red 1 has range 1. I think it is range 1, so.
I do. I agree.
Where's the target lock? From 404.
Target lock from 404.
There it is. Laying somewhere. Oh, okay. Okay. Right, that was really nice.
Range 1.
So yeah, but it doesn't matter because he jammed the target lock.
4 dice. Here we go. Spend his own and 32 Cs in order to do that range 1 shot. All damage. Oh, natties, baby. Takes a crit on Mace. That is going to be half points.
Yeah. So that was again the a very good example why he shouldn't have target locked with red in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he would keep, if he would, well, wait for coordination for 32C, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then jump from Luminara would only remove the calculate token, right?
Agreed.
And right now, because he target locked, it just broke the target lock.
No damage. Chertek has not dealt any damage this game whatsoever. Mace did get a weapons failure, by the way, anybody who missed that on the additional.
And direct,
and that is a direct hit.
Second torps incoming. Let's see if Nicolas will repeat his trick from previous naked target lock shot. No, just one.
Reroll everything here except the 1. And it's only going to end up with 2. Spends a force.
No, he spent the force. He cannot do it. So just 2. You can tell them just 2.
This is from Anakin?
Yeah, this is from Anakin. Oh wait.
Did I miss something?
Okay, no, we're no. Barry's ability.
Ah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on the table.
Yeah, that was Barris using the ability there.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 HP left. So Barris will make it. It is basically 2 hits for sure. 3 hits. Okay, 3 hits. So natties and he lives.
And not today.
Well, he rolled natties in a way.
Just not the ones you were looking for.
Yeah.
And Mace is still up.
Oh, Mace hasn't. Okay, so
yeah, Mace is still up. Yeah, weapons failure as well. So only 1.
So he's shooting the 404 guy, right?
It's gonna add the focus. Spends the focus. So that was from CLT. 1 fell out the box.
1 crit.
And there's half points. Structural damage.
Okay, so I don't think Isaiah is coming back from this. And there are 15 seconds.
Yep.
So.
Going at Mace. See if he can take Mace off the board here. Spends a calculate for 2. So after using Luminara's ability, just 1, Mace should be fine. And that is the game.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Nicolas and Isaiah for playing. We're going to go ahead and talk to them for a second, okay? Let's jump over to their channel, Bartosz.
Okay.
Poppy.
1 second, honey.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Thanks for playing.